It's a Bitcoin podcast. The only one that's making your money is you. Listen to the Bitcoin podcast. So hold on and listen to the Bitcoin podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bitcoin podcast.
Yo.
I'm the host that talks first. My name is Dimitri.
I'm the host of Talk Second, Dr. Corey Petty. What's up?
Hey guys, I'm the host talks third. My name is Jesse Broke. Nope, it's not
Jesse Broke's not here today.
He is not here today. We did not communicate clearly, which is extremely tough. Sometimes you just get times. When you travel, you got stuff going, you're trying to make things coordinate. It's just, it is what it is. I think it's a blessing that we've been able to pump out 1,025 releases from this damn feed.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Given everything that's going. You've had kids.
I've had a lot. I've lived a lot of life and done a podcast the whole way through.
You traveled. I've traveled. I've had girls, potential baby mamas, now married with kids, dogs. It's a lot brewing out here. Mortgages. There's a lot of life is happening. Anyways, welcome to the Bitcoin podcast where we talk about crypto and stuff, right?
Can you right mic? I think your mic's off. He's wrong mic.
Hello. Let me see. Let me see.
Very echoey. Not normal.
Oh, that's right. All right. How about now?
There we go. Now it's sexy D voice.
There we go. It was the fucking it was taken from the webcam. That's weird.
Yeah, Brio.
Anyways, have you heard of this, Corey? You got to get this stuff, by the way.
What is that? I can't see what that is. That looks Asian.
I need a
Axe brand universal oil.
So anyways, check this out. It's the oil that goes inside of the menthol like sticks. Hold on.
Oh.
These?
What are you doing? You just sniffing that?
Yeah, so these help me clear my sinuses, and they've become somewhat of a tick. Like when I'm at work and I have to
doing this for a while now.
When I have to give presentations, I take a quick hit of it, clears out my sinuses and hits the brain, gets me thinking clearly. Because when you're giving presentations, people ask you those questions. You got to be on your toes. But you take a little bit of this oil, you do this bad boy right here, put it on your nose. No, I'm kidding. I hope it doesn't lead to some sort of
cancer. Can't be good. What's up? Orange.
I think it's fine.
Coming in live.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. If it's a Chinese thing, then it's got to be fine.
Okay.
So
we'll see what happens later when you're hooked on menthol oil.
So, there's not a lot going on in crypto right now, but a lot going on in crypto at the same time. So Ethereum is about to get upgraded. We know that for sure. Regulations are regulating. We know that there was a big decision made in the regulatory world where, what is it? You can't no native yield on stablecoins, right?
Yep.
That's in the US though.
US regulation, no native yield on stablecoins. So stablecoins are becoming institutionalized and regulated so people can build businesses off them, but like only a specific slice of them, such that specific types of stablecoins work and those things can't have native yield. But like there's still, like looking at it, there's still a bunch of stuff that like you can still get around it. It's like it feels like it's like one of those things, but you basically only people that will be able to get around it are the institutions that have enough lawyers to basically argue when they get in trouble. So like for me and you, no. For like the big people, yeah. So like there's some like sketchiness there.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what a stable coin is, there's variations of them, but the ones that seem to be getting the most favor from humanity are the ones where they are backed by fiat currency, which is then backed by a treasury of wherever that fiat is issued. So anybody can do it, right? You just got to have wealthy friends and you got to have deep pockets and you got to be able to buy treasuries. And then you got to be able to get your hand on a big old bunch of cash. And then you can start issuing stable coins that represent that. But what this law basically means is that now the entry into that game, and the game is Superman 3, right? You're trying to get transaction fees from all sorts of fund crypto finance activity. Well, now that barrier to entry is extremely high. That's all it is. And so
Feels more like
that,
surveillance to me.
huh?
Feels more like surveillance and control to me than
I think it's both.
it could be both. Why not?
Right.
Why not both?
I would love to see like a data is beautiful chart on Reddit that would show how many smart contracts USDC touches,
Ooh, that'd be an interesting one. I mean, you could probably do that through Dune.
right? And then
Dune
you can
analytics?
see, like in my mind, it looks like this giant tree root that starts at the top where it's got its Genesis issuance or whatever we want to call it. And then you just see it just sprinkling through all of the smart contracts. And if you have all those cookie crumbs out there, then you know all the things and are making money off all.
And that's
the
not
things.
necessarily the way it works, but like,
It's not how it works.
no.
What would your visual be? Mine looks like a tree root.
I mean, like, I'm trying to think about what a map of the distribution of USDC would be and what value it would bring.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, like, what's being built on top of it. So, like, what is it? Like, 'cause, like, for instance, like when DAI introduced it as a form of collateral, that then became a kind of like compromise in the legitimacy of DAI because, like, it was a decentralized stable coin, but then the majority of the backing ended up being USDC, which then destabilized, like re-centralized it in a way and made it succumb to the risk of USDC.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, that type of thing is what you kind of want to look at, is like, how is it being used as collateral in a way in which the collapse or control of USDC then compromises the thing in which it's built on, that builds on it.
The thing that concerns me / intrigues me is how much U.S. Treasury debt that they are buying. Like, there used to be countries that bought our debt, but now it's stablecoin issuers buying our debt. So I just wonder how that, like, sometimes things that are really deep, I like, man, I'm curious, but then I realize the amount of time it would take to like research that thoroughly and be informed, and I'm like, it'll wash out.
That's Claude. That's fine. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. That's
like,
Claude.
It'll work.
Better than a Google search. I mean, that's basically been my feeling about AI right now, particularly, the ones that can do good, reasonable research, is that, like, that's probably better than a Google search at this point.
Yeah, it's better than a lot of stuff.
It's way more expensive.
Dude, I got some trouble at work this week.
Burning everything. But
I got in good trouble at work this week. The software that my company that I work for is a little bit lackluster. So I've been thinking outside the box to help my client and building stuff with Claude. And it got back to our tech lead. He's like, "What's going on, man? What are we doing?" I don't know. I don't want to tell that story on the podcast, but it is ruffling feathers.
Oh yeah. Wait, where's my stack? Like,
Yeah, good. That's ruffling some feathers, my guy. But anyways, so how do you? So there's some interesting things happening that they always seem to coordinate with each other, and nobody really seems to care. But right after Stripe announced that they've basically built the software that would allow for agents to have a wallet, both crypto and fiat, then you see this new law. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. There's a new bill being pushed out that is going to regulate cryptocurrency payment structures. And I just feel like what sucks is, after all of our hard talk back in like 2012 to 2018 about how things were gonna, no more middlemen, it's just tough to think that like we can't get around it. And honestly, it's not that like people can't fight the good fight. I feel like it's just human nature is like, oh, are you good at that thing? Then that we're gonna centralize it now, and you just be good at that thing, and we're gonna make it easy for everybody. And the easy comes with so many sacrifices that like it's starting to make me not be able to have any side of clairvoyance about where crypto goes. That's the way I feel, right?
I mean, it's been captured. There's like institutional capture across the board.
at all levels
the
too.
thing
like-
the thing that you had been yelling from the mountaintops as Nicodemus all these years, and that we're just going to make stronger bosses, is
Yeah.
basically happened.
yeah, like
Despite
a
the efforts against it, it's basically happened, and everyone's cheering it on.
It's tough though. It's tough. It's like and then like if you fast forward it, and it's like if you're gonna fight that good fight, then you're Dennis O'Leary in Demolition Man.
Like the largest Bitcoin holder is a what the hell is it
Talking about
called?
Sailor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Like, what's the point? Why is he holding so much Bitcoin? For institutions.
yes.
That's
I
what
don't
we're
even
talking
know
about.
how. I don't know how Michael Saylor's little.
We're talking about. I mean, like, there's a larger conversation on the quantum resistant upgrade, but like the process of doing that is going to like basically remove all the old money because it hasn't moved, including Satoshi's.
But once something happened on Bitcoin, it's just repeated at a smaller scale on Ethereum or
Maybe.
Solana.
I mean, I think they're decoupled at this point in terms of like, I think Bitcoin could die and the industry would continue forward. Now that would be probably like a pretty severe recession in terms of pricing across the board, but like the other networks will continue. Like, say for instance, like something happened to Bitcoin, technically speaking, that killed it in a way in which it was no longer useful. You didn't have the guarantees and stability that Bitcoin has always had.
Mhm.
And so therefore no one used it and it died. The rest of the industry would continue for sure. No doubt about it. It's just there'd be a recession in pricing because I think everything follows the trail of Bitcoin in terms of pricing.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
I know one thing, and this is not just like an advertisement for myself, but if I were a small business and my cash flow was sitting pretty, I think I would little by little put it on my balance sheet over time and just keep it there and just wonder what would happen if it like why not. It's obviously regulation is setting in with it. Maybe they've already mapped out what things look like and they're forecasting what the gains are going to look like. I don't know. I'm not in those circles. I'm not in those crowds, but the math is still undeniable. So it's like, okay, how do we deal with this? But anyways, we don't want to just like sit here and talk about shit we can't control. I have a question.
Yeah.
It's public knowledge, but Status has a shit ton of Ethereum. Like, would they be an Ethereum treasury company and try to swing a Michael Saylor with Ethereum?
No. That's a treasury. It's made to make status keep going.
Oh, okay.
That's there to ensure status continues, even in the low times. That's it.
But the treasury still has to generate revenue to add to the treasury.
Yeah, and we have methods of doing that.
Okay.
Like we have a whole team that people basically like, strategic investments of using the treasury in a safe, risk-free, risk mitigated way to grow the treasury such that you increase the runway of the project.
I've learned it takes a certain kind of fortitude to make investments with other people's money. Now I know other people get paid so much.
I mean,
yeah,
maybe. I think you need to be a narcissist with the big money. There's like some level of like that's what I'd read from a lot of the larger things is like there's a level of there's a lot of narcissism in big money finance because you need some level of like aversion to not having aversion to risk. You can just make these bold moves that make big money with other people's money and have the not be crippled with panic and guilt when he loses.
I'm past those days.
Thank you.
I dabbled a little bit in making other people's money grow under the table as far as crypto goes. I don't think I'll be ever doing that again. That was so nerve-wracking. I was like, man, I don't know if this goes wrong. I don't know what it it's like. It's gonna be terrible. So I can't do that anymore, man. It's tough. I can show them how to hold their own stuff. I can show them. I can educate them on some things. Help them not burn themselves on the stove. But oof. Anyways, so outside of crypto, what else is new, man? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and kid stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I go to CrossFit. I take care of the house. It's gardening, so it's a lot of outside time, a lot of travel.
Do you have 17 tons of sunflower
I
seeds?
just went from Miami. I went to Miami. That was super fun.
Ooh. Did you see Will Smith?
I did not see Will Smith, but I hung out on the beach for a little bit. Got some good walks in. They have like gyms on the beach, just like
Yeah.
free gyms, just like free ass gyms. You just go, you got all, fully equipped.
I feel like pretty cities have to have that.
That's so cool. Like my hotel was right in front of one, so I just went outside, worked out for free.
Yeah.
It was straight
Pretty
up full
cities
workout.
have a lot of stuff where pretty people like to congregate, and pretty people love to go to gyms.
There's a lot of pretty people there in South Beach, Miami. There's like, dude. So this is gonna have a little cuss word in it, but like, I was sitting there on the corner, and I was like, my mind on my business, waiting to meet somebody, and this dude just like jacked, shredded, shirt off, walking with his phone in his hand. He's like, bro, so many bad bitches here for no reason.
Did you try to say no, man? They're here for
having a good
you.
time.
They're here
Yeah.
for you, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I started laughing to myself as he was walking by. I say this out loud. He ain't lying though. Like, there's a lot of like it's wild how many pretty people are just walking around.
Every time I think about Miami, I think of Bad Boys 2, and there is no separating the two for me. They are inseparable in my mind. I think Bad Boys 2, Miami forever. That's what it's like. The second scene in Bad Boys 2 in the rave. That's like that's
it feels
my
that way. It feels like it's a constant party all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a Tuesday night. And I think everything's going wild. I was like, what's going on? Like, it's Tuesday night. This is what
On a
Tuesday looks like.
Tuesday?
It's like in South Beach.
I have a colleague right now who grew up in Miami or spent like a significant amount of his life. No, he didn't grow up in Miami. He just spent a large amount of his life in Miami. And man, he tells stories about bad bees like old war stories. Because he was a club promoter / like kind of ran a bar
Mm-hmm.
in his 20s. And he's like, dude, you have no idea. I've dated models. I've seen the world. I've seen lingerie you could never
seen it.
imagine. He's like, I've seen lingerie you could never imagine. And I was like, really? What's that like? Like, I was like, tell me more. Tell me. And he's like,
Please.
it's just Miami is something that if you've never lived there, you'll never know. It is not a real place. And I was like, okay, sure. I want to go visit. If anything, I'll get a Cuban with my ass. Let me go get a Cuban sandwich real quick. and see
I
what
had
that's-
some great food there too, man. Anyway,
Back to things. I've been good, just working and flying, dude. I fly so much now. I get first class almost every flight, so I do feel a little bit regal in this bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
ooh-wee.
Like, I'll have the pistachios. What are they having back there? Cheez-Its? No, thank you. I'll have the pistachios. Please. No. Anyways, other things going on in crypto. I feel like, and I feel very confident when I say this in my gut, that I think crypto is maturing past memery.
Memery. Please
Memery.
explain.
Shit tokens, ICO. Remember, there was fuck token, titty token, stripper token,
Jesus token, Kanye
Jesus
token,
Kanye coin,
Bible token,
What's it? Splooge coin with what's his name?
Bank chain.
Spank chain. All these coins that mean no things. All these meme coins that mean no things. Like, I feel like we can't have any. I feel like the story arcs of shitty crypto are coming to an end.
I doubt. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think they'll continue to ramp up. They're traditionalists. People are always going to do it. Now, they might not have the hype cycle story if you like find it in the news because it's just like something that keeps happening. But they're going to keep happening.
But like, what more could like?
I mean, if you can't leverage, if you can't get money out of them, if they're not useful for people to grow, either like, I mean, for a lot of the meme coin stuff is like scammy, so it doesn't matter. But like, if they have no utility anymore, whether that be artificially scam utility or like real utility in like communities and growing things, then the people won't do it. They'll try, but they'll peter out because nothing happens. And so it's hard to say what I think it's just become kind of normalized, and that way it'll become a backdrop of things. And so when it's appropriate to use and it is useful, people will use it, but it's not like this big story because it's been happening for so long. It'll just be there. It'll just be the background and boring. Like crypto will just become boring. And so like, especially when you have exciting things like AI and how the global politics of AI is ramping up and all that stuff, when that's like takes the attention away from people, then like the boring part of crypto continues because it's still useful.
Mm.
You still can't like, you can put fake data on the chain, but the data that's there isn't going to change. So it's like you can't like, it's still kind of the last bastion in technology of like provability, especially in an era of AI where you can make whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. You can't prove it's real. It's like blockchains give you that.
Yeah. There's also like, first of all, when you said the last bastion, I thought of the last bastion, like the last dragon. But
I always think about Neverending Story.
that was a good movie too. That was a sad movie, dude.
Bastion, say my name.
I still think about that horse dying, dude. There's no way around thinking about
That's
that.
rough. That's rough. Don't bring that up. I'm not trying to cry.
It's tough, dude. I also think sometimes like it would be pretty cool to hang out with Falcor. Like I want that.
I mean, you've seen that South Park, right? That's not South Park. Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Family Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. I want a Falcor. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say. What was I talking about?
I don't know. Damn. Neverending Story.
Fuck it. Then let's talk about Chris Brown posing like Michael Jackson's new album.
I have not seen that.
The
I don't care. I don't watch
audacity.
TV or pop culture. I don't see shit.
I actually kind of love pop culture. I do.
We know.
But Michael Jackson for real? Chris Brown? You think you're Michael Jackson? That's
I mean, Chris
offensive,
Brown was like dancing like Michael Jackson for a long time. That's not surprising at all.
Everybody dances like Michael Jackson. All
But
the
not,
time.
but he did it earlier and first and well. I mean, like, yeah, Bruno Mars as well, but like, was it?
You know what I am noticing
what's her face?
now that I'm an old man, I'm noticing that every time the stories about Michael Jackson and the kids starts to ramp up, a new Michael Jackson movie comes out that paints him in a positive light.
They got a whole gang of them ready to be released.
Yeah, it's like
It's
every
like, happening.
time.
Release the next one.
Like you see on the internet news stories of parents coming saying Michael Jackson was like diddling. And then like literally a month later, it's like Michael Jackson biopsy. Let's look at his life. Look at him dance. Look at his feet. And I'm like, that is timed way too well, man. Anyways, that new Michael Jackson movie is probably trash. I'm just saying that.
I want to watch it. I'll watch
You
it.
are gonna watch it?
Yeah, it's available. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'll watch it.
Okay, well, do your thing, man. I'm trying to think of anything else new in crypto is happening. It doesn't seem like anything like newsworthy except for these regulations are happening.
Talk about what we did in Austin.
Oh yeah, we can. So what Corey and I did recently, and hopefully really soon is just like not even hopefully. I think it's gonna happen.
It's coming down the pipe. We're doing it.
We have started to consult and advise financial advisors on how to advise their clients when it comes to crypto, especially like how to look out for scams, how to make sure that you're compliant with with just US right now. We're just focusing on kind of like US regulations for but what it is there's always going to be this massive populace that is very curious about crypto and wants to dabble but doesn't want to learn about it. So there's room for services out there that can educate, right? And so we're trying to educate the people that educate. And so that was a good trip, man. I don't know. How do you think of it?
Yeah, it spurred out of a relationship we have with a financial advisor that had basically contacted us when one of her clients was basically getting scammed. And she's like, I don't know how to like walk them off the ledge. They won't listen to me. They won't talk to me, but they're doing all these things that are so irrational and bad and they're about to lose all their money. And I know it, but I don't know how to talk to them about it. And so like I worked with her for a number of weeks trying to like help educate her and get her to the point where she can talk to her client and like make sure she was asking good questions so that she felt trusted and trying to convince like, cause it was obvious to me. It was like, there's all the telltale signs, all red flags. It was like, you're about to get all your money taken immediately. And then she couldn't do it. Like she could, like the person was so sold on this dream of the scam that like this engineer woman took all her life savings out and pumped it into a scam and lost it.
Mhm.
And it was
She
fucking
got pig in a blanketed, didn't she?
devastating, awful. It's one of the reasons why I quit security. And so we're like, all right, so what do we do here? It's like you have to be more preemptive. And so she helped us finagle a nice kind of educational course to start teaching, like get access to these people so we can start teaching advisors how to educate themselves and start early so they can gain that trust early and start helping their clients from getting scammed, because it's not that difficult if you're a little more proactive about it beforehand and gain that trust early as an advisor. And they're really like a front line of defense to a lot of people in these things. They manage people's money. And so like they're a gatekeeper, and they can help educate people to be like, is this like, are you making the right decision? Here's all the signs of scams. And if they can't do that, then there's no way they're going to stop it.
Yeah.
Right now, they can't do that. And so like we provided that service. And I think that we can ramp that up and do something good for like helping a lot of people who are helping others with options of their money from like falling into these traps, because the traps aren't going to go away. They're going to get worse.
Yeah. What was your favorite experience from that weekend?
I can think of a few things. I was really happy with the like the level of engagement that they all had. Like I was at first I was like, we're going to talk about all these things and they're just not going to care. They're going to be blanked out or whatever. Or they're going to have really, really dumb questions that are so like make me sad. And like they had a lot of really good questions. Like they cared.
Really good ones.
And so like and it ranged the whole gamut of options. So like they were locked in. It was like a success in terms of like people want this. Like the advisors want this.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was really nice to see that kind of signaling, because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. And
Hey,
really
Jesse just got home. Tell him to get up in here.
Huh?
Jesse just got home.
Okay.
I think he's probably at the gym. Tell him to get up and up in here, man, if you can. I can't read what he said though. When I left my phone in the other room, my Discord is messing.
I got
up.
here.
You know what I don't understand about Windows machines is how they sometimes have a mind of their own and it annoys the shit out of me. Like
Yeah,
this brand new system.
And you and Windows machine has been a bane.
I do not get, like, sometimes my sound doesn't work. This time it's just like now, like for some reason Discord won't load. And this is why I love my MacBook Pro, because it just works.
My Linux works great.
See,
Fedora,
but I'm the kind of
Fedora 43, rock solid, baby. Everything I want.
I wish I could put a Fedora icon over your head right now.
I wore a fedora for a while. I was one of those guys in college. I had a fedora. I remember when I first met my buddy Tom, he saw me and was like, take the fucking fedora off. You look like an idiot.
He said the same exact thing to me, because I tried to wear a
friends to
fedora.
tell you need the kind of friend to tell you to take the fedora off because you look stupid.
Yeah. I tried to wear a fedora, and when my younger self, I had nice pectorals, so I would let my upper chest show. And now looking back at that, that guy was a fucking douchebag. But he was having a good time.
But sometimes you got to be a douche. Sometimes you got to live the douche life. You got to go from living douche life.
Everybody got to have a douche face.
I was running Jason Mraz, man. What am I going to say?
Like, at least once in your life, you need to not hear it, but know somebody that's looking at you from afar is calling you a douche.
You can hear it in their head. It's so loud.
But anyways, so if I could say that the best experience from that weekend, my best experience was kind of the questions that we were getting from that audience were very well thought through, which was very reassuring to me that, like, yeah, the masses are going to get into this by choice or they're going to, right? Like either their retirement account or their 401k or their IRA, it's going to buy into crypto in a very big way over a long period of time. The other thing was that, like, flexible indexing accounts that guy was talking about. I was like,
it's called direct. I think it's called direct indexing. I think. I mean, I have it here.
Direct
my
indexing.
Hold on, I have it here. 1 second. Where are all the
For those of you that don't know, I can explain what I heard in that 1 hour seminar. And indexes like S&P and NASDAQ and these other indexes that are a bucket of other stocks.
Direct indexing
product where you can go into the index and hand choose which stocks you want. And so you can hand choose the ones you think are going to do good and hand choose the ones you think are going to do bad. And then in the years when the bad ones do really bad, they overcome the gains of the good ones that did good. And you stack and harbor these losses. And then when you want to sell something big, you sell it big, but then the losses counteract that. So you could just sell a house and get a full profit on that bad boy. I was like,
no security.
damn.
Yeah.
That's
It's a really
pretty
neat thing.
slick.
Like the guy from Russell, which is one of the larger firms that does this type of thing, gave a
Mhm.
presentation on it and talked about it. It was really interesting. Like direct indexing is what it's called. And like what was nice,
So
like during our
imagine.
presentation, they asked him what his viewpoint on crypto was, and he's like, "Oh, exactly what they just said." Like then they run like what, like it was like a $10 trillion fucking firm or something.
And that's when I
We're
was
like, oh
like,
yeah, what they're talking about. They nailed it. And we're like, you're right, we did. So that was nice. That was really nice backup, like immediately from like the like huge investment firm. It was like, oh yeah, they nailed the landscape here.
So for the first time, like, what is it? Imposter syndrome. I've had that forever, but giving that talk and to all those people, getting the validation was like, yes, I am an expert. I'm not the expert, but I am an expert.
Would
So
you
that
say
was-
we gave financial advice there? I think
Yeah,
we avoided it. I think we avoided it.
I'd say we flirted with it, right? We flirted with it, but we didn't give financial advice. Hashtag no financial advice. The other thing I thought was really cool was the variation of financial advisors in the room. Like you saw some financial advisors were like, okay, I guess their entire job is to go golfing with their super rich clients Monday through Friday because they smell like money. And then you'd see other advisors that were like, maybe they were just getting in the game. I don't know. But they did drive it like a Toyota Camry. I don't know. But they're like eyes open, trying to learn everything. You know, one guy came up to me afterwards and he was like, oh, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to see what I can learn and offer to my clients. And I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, do it. And so I don't know. I just thought that was exciting that legitimate, rigorous, and entrenched financial services industry like financial planning are starting to open their eyes towards crypto. So yeah, that was a good weekend, man. It was a real good weekend.
I enjoyed it.
Yep.
I went into that unknown with like how much I was going to enjoy it and like be excited about it. And afterwards, I was like, that was great. I'm excited for more.
Yep.
And so like now I ramp up. Now we might do some more stuff there. So like, you know, keep your eyes peeled. TBP coming at you from like some real curriculum on like how to view like a real official curriculum on how to view this stuff from a financial advisory standpoint.
We're gonna look like this.
Yeah,
Except for we're gonna look really professional, and you know, so you know, it's interesting for those of that has listened to us this long. They probably have noticed quite an evolution in how we talk and what we do. And they're probably like, God, these guys are just getting old now.
Yeah.
Look at them wearing a quarter zip.
I got my t-shirt. I actually dressed up nice. That's like I've dressed up nice, like you know, because I dress like a hobo, like 24/7. Over the past like month, maybe month and a half, I have dressed up to do something so many more times than I have in like the past year and a half. For some reason or another, something's happening. So what's happening?
Dude, it's just called when you're. Yeah, it's what happens when you become someone that is becoming valuable. You have to also exude that, and there's no way around it. I think there's very few people that can schlub it up and be in the company of other people who don't.
I mean, that's kind of like it's the shtick that I've always wanted to have, where like I can be the hobo looking guy in the room, and that's okay because I've earned it. You're like, why is he dressed that way? It's like, oh, because he's the expert in this thing. Just listen to him and shut up.
But still, why would you want to present yourself as a hobo?
Because I like being underassuming. I prefer being the person that is like, oh shit, like not the guy that you overestimate. Also, I'm lazy. I don't like dressing up.
I get that. I can dig it. So insofar as Bitcoin and crypto, because I know a lot of you get here to listen about it, and it will be interesting is like if you are listening and you have the time and you're at your computer, like leave us some questions or comments, especially if it's one of your first times here in one of our shows, and you
Yeah.
like have legitimate questions about crypto that you're trying to get answered, right? And we'll do our best. If it's something random and out of left field, like have you heard this triple stacked staking liquid toasted algorithm? And I'll be like, what is this, dude? You have gone down a deep well. Let me see what you're talking about. But most legitimate questions about the current state of crypto, I can help out there. So and Corey can as well. Just leave some comments in YouTube. We'll find them. I look almost every
I will
day.
answer them. It will get answered.
Shout out to the 7 new subscribers on Spotify. We usually don't get a lot of Spotify subscribers, but like that's cool that you guys are clicking the button. Anyway, what? Hold up.
Well, that's very nice of you, Ivan. May your heart always find its way back to love. Your soul be surrounded by gentle peace. May happiness stay with you in every moment. A beautiful prayer that never leaves your side. Why are people coming onto Bitcoin podcasts and commenting that? Well, I appreciate it. It's very nice.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate
that.
you. I hope you have a good day too. And I hope your prayers are beautiful. My prayers aren't really beautiful. My prayers are like more like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I don't pray.
You there? Yeah, I mean it works for some, doesn't work for others. Sometimes it's like you got to figure it out. But
I appreciate
thank you, Ivan. We appreciate it. And then One Star Rising said, "Hello and happy Friday," which is Freya's day. I've only known 3 Freyas in my life, but I didn't know they had day. Also known as the day of Venus. I know a little thing about Venus though. I don't know what that meant. Why I said it like that. But.
She got a fly trap.
Look, here's another interesting message. Fuck native yield. I don't know if you're still listening. I don't know why.
Here's why someone has that opinion.
What a native
That's yield. It's a hard opinion to have that I don't quite understand.
Yeah, something so random. Like that's like the equivalent of being like, man, fuck Snickers bars. Like,
never.
All right, I don't do that Snickers shit. Is Jesse getting in, or he's like, no, I have stuff to do.
He had to take a shower. He didn't think we were recording until 4, and I told him that the deals.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Jess. We missed you. We had our times crossed. So we can go ahead and wrap it, man. I don't have much more to say. But I will next week, and I am working on something exciting.
Ooh.
Usually every time I say that.
A teaser?
I'm
kind of interested. Do I know about this?
The biggest teaser is that I've been playing with Claude a lot enough to get dangerous, and I now have like all of our content in one spot. So I'm going to start to do some tinkering.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say for now. What I will say is if you have been a listener for a long time or a short time, join the Discord. It's that QR code up there. You'll see a lot of people who have been in crypto for a long time, and you'll probably get slices of conversations that you won't hear in other social circles.
Ever, anywhere.
Very unique.
It's too good.
People who are entrenched, OGs, if you will, understand crypto, work in crypto, invest in crypto, build crypto. Just great community. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us for
all these years.
11 years. Wait a second. It's going on 11 years in 1, 2, 3.
It's a long time.
Saturday, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from on Saturday will be 11 years.
That is wild.
It's cool to say you've been doing something for 11 years. I don't know any other thing in my life I've been doing for 11 years except for video games, sex, pooping, eating. Like, there's not like a lot of things out there that you do for that long and have consistently done. So, anyways, yeah.
Longer than I went to school, like college. I have a PhD.
Yeah, you did do that for a while.
I went to school for 10 years and got a PhD. So I guess we have a PhD in podcasting now.
That's true. 10,000 hours. I guess we don't have an Nintendo less because we don't have a guest. That's another thing. If you guys are listening and you want a guest on the show, you got to help us get a guest on the show.
Tell us who you want. Who you want to hear.
Very tough. It's tough for us to go get guests these days. That's probably the hardest thing to do with the time that we
I
have.
think it's lazy.
I think let's build a guest finding agent. That's what we should do. All right. Play the outro.